So we have this idea of technology driving change and giving us access to information more quickly. But how does this work sort of at scale? Because many of the companies that we're talking about who might be watching the show, they have a global imprint. So Andy, maybe I'll throw this over to you. How does it work around scalability, the technology piece?
Scale is a magic word for the technology industry, right? Everybody wants to reach scale. Yeah. And what we have access to now, especially with things like Starlink, is scale connectivity. Right. So we can be connected any place on the face of the planet, right? So planes, trains, automobiles, out in the middle of the ocean, in the Arctic Circle, in Antarctica, we can have connected devices.
That's very new, though. I mean, that really is. It's 5 years old or something like that, maybe 10 at the most?
Still emerging today, right? Like we're now doing what's called IoT from space. So now we have small pocket-sized devices that are able to communicate inside a building to a low Earth orbit satellite. So very soon, that trillion devices that was expected to be connected by 2030 is going to come to reality because we have the layer that connects us all globally.
Yeah. So, I mean, help me understand what the impact is. It's a gee whiz stat, and it's amazing that we can communicate with satellites in space. But what does it actually mean to a global business?
I mean, let's talk about an on-the-ground impact, and maybe I'll pick out wildfires, for example. Massive wildfires we've had in North America this year, last year, and indeed across the world. We've dealt with that before. Connectivity outside of major population centers was really limited to satellite dishes, right? A couple of years ago, we had SpaceX that brought Starlink online. That means we could have broadband internet access. Today, your iPhone in the middle of nowhere can send text messages. So in the very near future, and they're doing it, they're testing it right now, we have early warning systems being deployed on a global scale to be able to spot and stop wildfires before they turn into out-of-control issues. So I think that's one practical thing where that global layer of connectivity is going to change how we respond to risk events.
Incredible.